That morning, Wangyibo stared at his reflection in the mirror. In front of him stood a young man with sleek black hair combed back, dressed in a charcoal formal suit and a crisp white shirt. His appearance was dignified, fitting for tonight's acting award ceremony. But in his mind, Yibo wasn't thinking about trophies or cameras. He was thinking about a question that had been haunting him lately. Who am I when I'm not on stage? A staff member knocked on the door. Yibo, 5 minutes. He nodded quietly, took a breath, and gave his signature small smile, the kind made for the public. Not the one he wore while practicing motorcycling or dancing. This was the award show smile, polite, calm, a little mysterious. That evening, the red carpet was filled with flashing cameras and cheering fans. Wangyibo stepped out of a black car, wearing a slim-fit suit by a French designer. Every step was calculated. He knew exactly when to turn, when to offer a faint smile toward the camera, and how to hide boredom behind his sharp gaze. Among the lights, he looked like a living porcelain statue, perfect, untouchable. Wangyibo, over here. Yibo, give us a smile. He turned gracefully, offering a slight nod. That formal suit made him look like a veteran actor, not a 27-year-old who still loved racing on motorcycle tracks. But that was him. Formal events, serious, gentlemanly style. 2 days later, the vibe was completely different. Yibo appeared on an outdoor variety show, wearing an oversized hoodie, cargo pants, and a bucket hat partially hiding his face. He looked far more relaxed, even a bit mischievous. Yibo, are you on the blue team or red? Me? The winning team, of course, he answered with a playful grin. He ran, slipped behind the camera, and stole a scarf from a teammate while giggling. On variety shows, he wasn't the cold celebrity or the red carpet prince. He was like a high school kid playing tag. The style was a 180-degree turn from his previous look, but people still recognized him. After filming, Yibo sat alone at the back of the set. He scrolled through photos of himself from both events. Formal, casual, serious, cheerful. All of them were Yibo. But which one was the real him? His manager, Li Jie, approached and handed him a bottle of water. Tired? A bit, Yibo replied. You know, sometimes I feel like an actor who never steps off the stage. Even when I'm just being myself, I still feel like I'm performing. Li Jie smiled. He clearly heard this before. Yibo, each style is a part of who you are. You're not faking anything. You're just showing sides of yourself that not everyone has. Yibo fell silent, contemplating those words. 3 days later, Yibo took on yet another style. This time, it was for a top international fashion magazine. He wore an avant-garde outfit, an asymmetrical suit with tall boots, his hair dyed silver with purple highlights. On the photo shoot set, he looked like a handsome alien from the future. The photographer shouted excitedly, "Perfect! Damn, you look like you just walked off a Paris runway." Yibo barely spoke that day. It was his body that did the talking. His eyes were sharp, his expressions layered. Each camera click captured a side of him rarely seen on TV. Not Yibo the actor. Not Yibo the idol. This was Yibo the artist. Sunday, the roar of engines filled the racetrack. Here, Yibo looked the most alive. In yet another transformation, he wore a tight racing suit with sponsor logos. Helmet in hand, racing boots on. 3, 1, go. The motorcycle took off. Wind slapped his face, engine sounds became music. No cameras, no costumes, no roles. Just speed and instinct. After the race, he removed his helmet. His hair was soaked in sweat, but his smile was wide. "I almost flew off the track," he laughed with the crew. That wasn't a polite smile. Not a variety show smile. It was a pure smile. The smile of a boy in love with speed. A few days later, Yibo attended a charity event for children with special needs. He wore a plain white shirt, no flashy makeup, no expensive accessories. Among the children, he squatted down, greeted them warmly, even painted alongside them. His voice was soft, his eyes kind. A little child drew a picture of Yibo with crayons and said, "Gidge, this is you." Yibo smiled, took the drawing and said, "This is so good. Can I keep it?" This Yibo was an ordinary man, full of empathy, not wrapped in the glitz of showbiz. That night, he sat in front of the mirror again. But this time, he didn't just see a handsome man with a range of styles. He saw pieces of a life that shaped him. Award shows, variety shows, photo shoots, racetracks, charity events, each with a different style. And all of them were him. Who am I really? He asked himself. I'm an actor, but not just for roles. I'm an idol, but not just a face. I'm a racer, but not just about speed. I'm human, and humans have layers. He no longer feared changing styles, because each style wasn't a mask. Each style was a mirror of his emotions and state of being. And Iba chose not to be confined to a single definition. Iba finally decided to write something for his fans. Thank you for accepting every side of me, from the formal Iba to the laid-back, playful one. Every appearance, every style, is not an act. It's just my way of expressing the wide world within me. Different events, different styles. But my heart stays the same. In the entertainment world, changing styles is often seen as a strategy. But for Wangyibo, style is a language, a way to speak without words, a way to show who he is behind the stage, the spotlight, and the camera lens.